Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This video that I'm going to do for you today is a standing sequence. It's my sort of fundamental starting point in my practice, and it just takes you through maybe 5 or 6 standing poses. It doesn't take very long, it's only about 10-15 minutes long, but it really opens up the whole body while in a standing position, which is great because standing poses are all about grounding ourselves and giving ourselves the confidence to stand tall and to be strong. So these standing poses, it's a really nice fluid sequence. It just goes from one to another, and the great thing is that you'll have your blocks to start off with, and then the more that you do it, the less support you will eventually need, and eventually you'll be doing it all on your own, at which point you can go off and go on and do more exciting things. If you have any questions about anything that you see in today's video, please contact me through my YouTube channel, and I'm happy to help and assist in any way that I possibly can. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy it, and yes, I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so we're going to start in downward facing dog, and the easiest way to get into your downward facing dog is to come into this position with your toes tucked under, and then reach forward so that you're in child's pose. And we're going to reach the hands as far as they can go, reach the bum to the heels with the toes tucked under, and then rock the shoulders over the wrists, lift the knees, send the hips high, and then set the heels down. So when we're in downward facing dog, we want to press the hands away from us, wrap the armpits down and in, lift up from the top of the thighs, and reach the heels to the earth. We'll just take a breath here. And inhale, raise the right leg up towards the sky. We're going to keep the hips square, reaching out through the heels, pressing the arms away from you. And then we're going to turn that foot 90 degrees so it opens up the hip. Try and keep the shoulders square. And breathe into the belly. And then come up onto the toes of the left foot. Square the hips back off, bring the knee into the chest. Roll the shoulders over the wrists. And step the right foot in between the hands. We're going to stay on the toes of the back foot. We're going to inhale, rising up to crescent lunge. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. In this pose, we want to be reaching forward with our front knee, reaching out through the heel of the back foot, have an ever so slight tuck of the pelvis, reaching up with the arms, back of the neck is long, and soften the jaw. And we're going to inhale, then slightly stand up, turn the back foot so it's now at a 90-degree angle, bend that front knee and open up to Warrior Two. In Warrior Two, we want to imagine that someone is going like this with our thighs, really opening up the hips, reaching out through the little toe of the back foot, reaching forward with that front knee. Lifting up through the spine, shoulders are soft, reaching out through the fingertips. And breathe. We're then going to turn the front palm over, bring the left palm across the stomach, reach up towards the ceiling, reverse warrior. Just going to stay here for a breath. And then we're going to cartwheel the right hand round to the inside of the right foot. Sweep the left arm across the ground, opening up the shoulder and looking through the armpit. Pressing the knee into the arm, reaching out through the little toe of the back foot, pressing the hips forward, reaching the arm away from you. And breathe. We're then going to cartwheel the hands around to either side of the front foot, coming onto the toes of the back foot. We're going to slightly hop forward, shortening our stance, bringing the back foot at a 45-degree angle to the front. Inhale, halfway lift, straightening the right leg, and exhale, forward fold. making sure that the hips are square. It's almost as if you're pulling the right foot up towards you, really feeling the stretch all along the back of that right leg. Relaxing the head, softening the jaw. And we're going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend that front leg, bring the hands a little bit further forward. If you have blocks, now is a good time to bring them underneath your hands. We're going to spring forward, raising the left leg up towards the sky, slowly opening up the hip, keeping hold of the balance in the hands, and then pressing down through the big toe knuckle, opening up the hip. We're going to slowly raise the left arm up towards the sky, coming into half moon. You want to be reaching out through the toes or the heel. You can play around with whichever one you want to go for. Lifting up from the top of the thighs, opening up the hips and the chest. And we're going to lower the left hand back down, square the hips off, bend the front leg, step the back foot behind you at a 45-degree angle, rise up to warrior one. And this is a closed hip pose, so we're going to reach out through the heel of the back foot, have our hips facing forward, reaching forward with the front knee like you're pressing against a wall, tucking the pelvis under, reaching up with the arms, back of the neck is long, and breathe. And then exhale, bring the hands either side of that front foot. You're going to step back to plank. When we're in plank pose, we want to squeeze the inner thighs together, press up through the shoulders, really supporting the whole of the shoulder. Look forward, and then as we exhale, lower the chest down, elbows back. Come forward and up to up dog. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath here. And inhale, raise the left leg up to the sky. Keeping the hips square, reaching out through the heel, pressing the ground away from you. Pressing the shoulders away from you as well, wrapping the armpits in. And then turn that back foot 90 degrees and raise the leg. Opening up the hip. Trying to keep the shoulders square and the weight even in the hands. And then come up onto the toes of the right foot. Square the hips off, bring the knee into the chest. Rock yourself forward till your shoulders are over your wrists. And step the left foot forward. And then raise yourself up to crescent lunge. So reach out through the heel of the back foot, forward with the knee. Pelvis tucked under, reaching the arms up, back of the neck is long, soften the jaw and breathe. Then inhale, lift up, we're going to turn onto the heel of the back foot and settle into warrior two. This time reaching out through the little toe of the back foot, reaching the front knee forward, opening up the hips, softening the shoulders, lifting up tall through the spine, and reaching out through the fingertips. And then turn the front palm over. Bring the right arm across the tummy and reach up towards the sky, reverse warrior. And then exhale, cartwheel the hand round to the inside of the front foot. Swoop the right arm across the ground, opening up the chest, looking up through the armpit. Pressing the knee into the arm, and breathe, reaching out to the little toe of the back foot. And then cartwheel the hands round either side of the front foot, stepping the back foot a little bit further in, bringing the angle more of a 45 degree. Inhale, halfway lift, straightening the left leg, squaring off the hips, and exhale, forward fold.
Bringing the awareness to the hips, making sure that they're square, keeping that left leg straight. And then bend the left knee. Bring the hands a little bit further forward. Again, if you want your blocks, bring them here. And rise the right leg up towards the sky. Slowly opening up the hip, using your hands for balance. And then when you're ready, raise the right arm up towards the sky. Opening up the shoulders, the chest, the hips. Reaching out through the toe or the heel of the back foot. Pressing down the big toe knuckle of the left foot, lifting up from the top of the thigh, and breathe. Bring the right hand back down to the ground, bend the left leg, step the right foot behind you at a 45-degree angle, and raise yourself up to Warrior One. So bring the awareness to the hips, send them in the same direction as that front knee, reaching the arms up, pressing down through the heel of the back foot, and breathe. And then on the exhale, bring the hand down either side of the front foot, step back to plank, squeeze your inner thighs together, press up through the shoulders, look forward, and exhale, come down. Shoulders bleeding, chest going first, and forward and up to up dog. Pressing the hips forward, pressing the ground away from you. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in, and let it out. And come up onto the toes, bring the knees wide, step them down on the mat, untuck the toes, sit back on the heels, and allow yourself a rest in child's pose. And then come up and sit on your heels.
Now you're probably feeling rather energized at this point, so I would suggest going on to do some forward folds or pigeon pose or gentle twist, and then taking your own Shavasana. I do have another video that is of a seated sequence, and that would be a nice way to go on from a standing sequence, and then you can go on to your own Shavasana. But I hope you've enjoyed this standing sequence. If you have, please leave me a message. Otherwise, I'll hopefully see you soon.
Namaste.